There she is. My door opened. Finally.
How are you? Do you smell like dogs?
Yeah, I know they smell like dogs.
Yeah, puppies. Alright, guys.
I don't know what it is if you're just talking to her.
So, yeah. And then we went to, oh my god.
One.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to another episode of the Our Life
Style.
podcast. You got it again. Thank you, baby.
I'm getting it.
We got a guest today.
Yeah.
We got a fucking guest today. We have, who do we have with us today?
Dani Valentina.
Dani Valentina.
Mm-hmm.
We have, we've seen her. We've been following her for a long time. We just haven't been able to connect.
I'm so excited.
Today's finally the day. And so we meet her and we get on the podcast. So we get to kill two birds with one stone.
Yes.
We get to figure out who you are, understand everything. You excited about this?
Yeah, I'm super excited. Thank you for inviting us into your lovely
Yeah,
home.
we're
with
her,
this
we're
amazing
her
view
crib.
that nobody can see.
Her crib down in Miami. Great view of the city right now. Like you guys can't see it, but it is freaking amazing. It's a damn good sight.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, welcome.
Yeah.
Before we get into Dani, let's start off with what's in your cup. What's in your cup?
What's in my cup? It is not whiskey this time. I know that. What is it?
I don't know.
Vodka tonic, I believe. Yeah, vodka tonic.
Yes, vodka tonic.
So vodka tonic is my drink when it's gonna be a long night. It's not gonna be a long night, but when it's gonna be a long night, we out kicking it all night. I will deviate from
Drink
my
of choice.
whiskey and I'll
Yes.
have my my vodka tonic.
And it's cheaper.
It
When you
is.
start going to the bars, whiskey
Yeah.
is expensive as fuck because we're not drinking any shit.
Yeah.
What's in your cup? young lady?
What's in my cup today? I switched off from vodka. I am drinking tequila with, what is that called? It's some new drink at Trader Joe's. It's lime jalapeno.
Ooh.
Lime jalapeno. Yes.
Got the spicy in there.
So good.
Yeah, she drinks her
okay.
heat. That's kind of
So
gross.
instead of like, because I typically like infuse my lemonade or whatever to
Uh-huh.
make like that. But yeah, so that's what I'm drinking. What are you drinking?
Oh, I'm just having some Tito's and orange juice.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, screwdriver.
Yeah.
Improvise. I don't drink much.
Oh,
But
really?
Y'all got here and I was like, you know what?
Are you more of a smoker
Why
or you
not?
just don't do like?
So this
what
is
do
gonna
you-
get good
Yeah,
then.
Yeah.
You're more of a
This is
smoker.
definitely gonna get
I
good if
really
you don't drink, 'cause we drink.
I drink like if I'm like in family settings
Yeah.
where I'm like safe and it's like cool, but
Yeah.
otherwise like
Yeah. Well, I drink all the time.
yeah. You said not me.
I drink all the time.
No, I used to drink a lot more.
Yeah.
I used to party a lot more, but my life is boring.
Oh yeah. Oh, we'll get into
Yeah, we're
that
definitely
boring
gonna get that
life.
because I don't believe it. I don't fucking believe it at all.
And then we are snacking on. What's
The
babe,
snacks are kind of far
I
away.
know
today.
what I'm gonna get from there already. Y'all can
Yes.
I dibs on the fucking flaming hot.
These
Mine.
So we're snacking on
I was
chips today.
like, no, I know.
We're snacking on chips.
And
We're
Key's pissed because he said we're gonna be munching all up in the microphone
fucking up my
because
sound.
I'm eating during every podcast.
It's okay, you know what I'm saying? Just
Little
when,
ASMR.
Suck it and then and then you got heat on your feet today?
I actually do have heat on my feet today.
What are you wearing?
So
Are they gonna break apart?
these are not. So I got my my Christmas Kobe's on. I think these are Kobe 10s. I don't wear them because I don't wear high top shoes, but I have to get them. I want them. I don't know how I won. So these
Oh,
probably
you
get
want them in that little raffle thing? That like
the sneakers app.
Sneakers app, yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if the app was out back then, but this is, I only wear them about once a year, typically on Christmas, but I wanted to wear something red.
wow.
For Dani.
Special.
And I didn't, we had Dani, so I was like, listen.
Special guests,
you
special
know.
kicks.
I had to come out with it. So yeah, there we go.
I got my Yeezy foams on, my go-to when I don't
When
wanna
she's being
put-
lazy.
Yeah, basically.
Which is every day.
Or when my toes aren't painted, I always put these
Her
on.
foams are like her house shoes.
They are.
Literally.
But my feet get sweaty.
Yeah.
And I know you have
There's
sandals.
somewhere for that.
I know you have
People
sandals
like
on,
that.
but what is
Yes.
your favorite sneaker? Do you have a favorite sneaker? Do you have a favorite brand shoe that you like?
I don't know. No,
You're not really a
I'm not
sneakerhead?
really into sneakers like that. Like
Uh-huh.
I wear stuff more for comfort than for looks. I have
Simple.
no idea. I'm like, oh, those look cool, but I
Right.
don't have any clue
That's
how
how I used to be.
inclusive
Yeah,
they can
that's how she
That's
used
how
to
I used to
be.
be before I
Don't
got
worry
with
about
her.
it. That's literally how she used to be.
But now I gotta have heat all the time, and he's a little bit behind on purchasing me some heat.
Hint.
Hint.
Whatever.
All right, so
So listen, enough about us. Enough about us, right?
let's get into Miss
We got Dani.
Valentina.
Dani,
Hi.
who
Hi.
are you? Why are you this? I'm not gonna give
Oh
it away.
yeah.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I am a normal ass person.
So
are we.
Yes, I'm a person who is passionate about doing whatever I want,
Yeah.
and I live my life in pursuit of that. And what I do is just kind of, revolves around that.
So what do you do? Like,
So
what,
how does everybody know you? Because you have 500,000 Twitter
Twitter
followers.
Second account. The first
What
one I
happened?
lost at 640.
Oh.
I was so proud of myself.
how long did it take to get your followers back? Did they
It's
find
a
you?
year and
Like,
a half.
really?
Something that I'm back more or less here, but
Damn, that
it was
sucks.
rough.
That
It
sucks.
sucks. Yeah.
That sucks.
I remember being at Mardi Gras and getting the notification, and I
You're
was
like,
like,
no.
supposed to be having a good time. Bitch.
No one, not
It's like,
anymore.
oh.
Shit,
Not
we
anymore.
got mad.
I was like,
we
I'm tired. Twitter fucking kicked me
Yeah.
off, you know?
Why do they do that? Because it's been happening to a lot of people. Because you can check their profile and it says second page, first page, got deleted
Yeah.
at such and such.
I used to
Why are
think
they doing it?
before we
Rough.
really got into it, I used to think people were just saying that shit
Yeah.
oh, deleted at 100,000 followers. I'm like, yeah, right. Like,
Deleted at
But-
4 billion.
but-
yeah,
now
yeah,
we
right.
see.
But now I know.
Yeah.
Now I know that shit's for real. That
Yeah,
sucks.
it's for real. It sucks.
But they were- you're-
But yeah, I am known from Twitter porn.
Twitter porn.
Yeah.
Twitter
how
porn
did-
is insane.
Yeah.
It's like it's the new thing. People don't even watch
Yeah,
X
right.
videos or Pornhub
Yeah.
anymore. They go straight to Twitter porn,
Yeah, this is
and
true.
clearly they love you. Clearly,
Yeah, I've heard.
clearly.
How did
No,
you
it's-
get into it? Like,
I got into it after things didn't work out with my ex. I was like, you know what? Like,
Fuck you.
it wasn't like a fuck you.
Okay.
It was just kind of like, all right, not being together means that I don't have to be this person anymore.
Okay.
You know, like who you would expect of me to be like very
Right.
proper and very, and like I was kind of willing to do that because like I thought that
that was your
that was
person,
it.
yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. And then I just kind of realized that, like, if someone doesn't really fuck with me for me, and like
Then
all
fuck
of
them.
these other aspects of me, it wasn't this then, but like, there's a lot of things in my life already that, like, I don't know, relate to what I do now that he just like was not comfortable
Yeah.
with. So yeah, when that didn't work out, I was just like, all right, fuck it. Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna start porn. I don't know.
So you started
Like,
on Twitter.
yeah.
Okay, so you started on
So
Twitter.
you just like what? You just like
Like we broke up February, and in March I had
Let's
like,
go.
like 3 days
Let's-
later I had the page realistically like already going, but I waited till like next month to be like, all right, cool, like I'm gonna try, and then the pandemic hit 3 weeks later.
Oh,
Did you pop off?
You had
I
perfect
had
timing.
all the motherfucking
You had
time.
perfect timing.
Honestly, look,
damn.
divine timing. I'm meant to be
Yeah.
an internet slut because it was so hard at first to figure out like what to even do, what people are looking for, like how to be this person, who to be, like how much to show up, like so everything was
Yeah.
just like I don't know, no one shows
Yeah.
you how to like do this,
Do this,
you know?
do that. Yeah.
So yeah, I was working for like 14, 16-hour days to like just figure out. I was like, I
Damn.
took 2 weeks off of the pandemic. That
Yeah.
like the first 2 weeks I was like, oh, I'm off, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But after that, I had unemployment coming through, so I was like,
Okay.
let's go. Like,
This is
go.
it. This is
yeah,
it. It's
like
make-
I want a recession-proof job. Like,
Yeah.
what is
100%.
more timeless than like selling pussy?
right.
So before that, did you like have a high sex drive? Did you take pictures on your own, like, or
Yeah.
did it turn into I need to do this for a job?
No. It was like just kind of using all the things that were like already in my life and then like monetizing in
That's
it.
what makes it amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
like I really don't get me wrong.
So
like
it was
I,
you, like-
yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
Anyone that knows me is zero surprised
My
that like
titties are
this
always
is what
out.
I'm
What are you
doing.
talking
Yeah,
about?
like exactly, like this is who you are. That makes sense, you
Yeah.
know. So I wasn't really like afraid to tell the people that like were around me when I
Yeah.
started this, and I'm like, yeah, I'm starting an OnlyFans. Like, I'm doing just like everybody follow me. Like,
They're
what's
like,
up?
oh, okay, like, yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, like it's happening. I told my mom. Like, my mom was one of the very first people I told.
Nice, very cool.
Yeah.
That's good that you did that from the jump.
I just didn't want the idea of someone having that, like, to hold over me.
you, like, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, my
if
mom
I'm gonna
knows.
do it, like, I'm gonna do it. And it was kind of like to keep myself accountable too, because like I already told my mom, like, I better go make this fucking money,
Right.
because like I'm gonna look stupid as fuck if I don't actually like make this happen.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I have a question. Your ex, did he find out? When did he find out? Was he surprised? What the fuck did he
Was
say?
he a
Like,
hater?
did he hit you up? Like,
Yes, I moved back to like where, because we were doing long distance, and then I ended up moving back to like where he lives.
okay.
And we didn't really see each other for a bit. Eventually, he came over, you know, on some like sneaky link shit, which was a surprise. So we really had like kept our distance, you know. And after we fucked, he's like, hey, do you have an OnlyFans? And I was like,
Like, he knew.
He knew before he got there.
he knew when he got there.
That's what I'm saying.
And
He
he
knew.
still fucked. So like, obviously,
He
like,
He was
knew.
like, just so you know, I know.
He wants in.
yeah. And I was like,
He wants in.
I just didn't know. But yeah, apparently he came across me on Twitter. So, yeah, that shit was definitely me.
Yeah, you're like,
Damn.
It's like, yeah. And, yeah, it took him a bit to, like, digest that. But I feel like ultimately, like, we just know that we're not going to
be together.
be together.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Are you guys
like,
still friends?
I
or
want to say
just-
friends, but, like, we talk
Here and there.
here and there, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
you pop off due to the COVID, which is awesome timing. Awesome timing.
So this
right?
is now what, 3 years ago? 4 years ago?
About
I
three
started,
three
yeah,
years
beginning
ago.
of 2020.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what was your growth like from that March when you started? You know, I'm nothing. I've got 3 followers because I went to high school with them. I told them to check my shit out. When did it happen?
Like, nothing happened for 6 weeks. Nothing. I had no idea what I was doing. Like, no clue. Nothing happened. And I was like,
Did you start them solo?
I was like,
I have videos from my personal life that I've made like over years, and so that's kind of how like eventually seeing profit like from this didn't seem so far-fetched because I've been making videos with partners forever, you know. So I had some stuff. I still sell some stuff that's like from that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that made me a lot of fucking money.
You're like, this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like the non like it wasn't like with the lights and the this and like
Right.
They don't want that perfect
purpose.
shit.
Yeah, no, like
They
the
don't.
intentional angle. No,
Yeah.
it was like 5 minutes,
Off,
like here and
yeah.
there of like
Yeah.
I don't know some
all angles. POV, him holding the camera.
Yeah.
yeah wobbly
You
a
know what
little
I'm saying?
bit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
sells incredibly.
Nice.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get that. They think that, especially now, because it's the thing to do now. Everybody is making
Yeah.
content now. They think that
Everyone
they got to
can be a
get the
porn star.
tripod, they got to
Yeah.
get the DSLR cameras going and shit. When you just start with your camera phone,
Right.
with your phone in your pocket, you don't plan it, you don't schedule it, you just do your thing. They
Yeah.
like that shit versus the fake, because if it was the fake, they could just go to Pornhub.
Right. That's what you always say. You're like, yeah.
And we know when it's scripted. When you know all the noises and shit are, we know that.
Yeah.
Because they're over exaggerated.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't need to be making that much noise.
Yeah.
Like, chill the fuck out.
Unless it's a monster dick, because I've been there and I'm like, that's crazy.
Like you can tell the difference between somebody dying for real or
Yeah.
like dying for
Dying.
yeah, you're right.
Because I've died
You're right.
before.
You have?
Yeah, you remember that guy from he came to the house once and
first
then at the
one.
beach.
Our first
Yeah.
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 Died.
Bro.
Bled and everything.
Bruh. He was rough.
She's-
He wasn't rough. It was just huge.
Yeah. He's the reason why she has a size on him. She's like,
Yeah,
uh-uh.
I don't.
And it was
Wow.
unfortunate that he was.
He was like this
He was
big.
like
Like,
our
I am
first
not
person.
exaggerating. Babe, wasn't he? Okay, he was like this big.
Oh my god! Like, can we cut off? What's the name? Because I am so curious
the
to know
name?
if it's the same guy that I used to fuck. That like goes to.
He lives here.
Yeah. Who? Oh no, this guy's name is Mike. And I'm like, he's like this like small frame dude, but he's always
I was
on
gonna
the
say
beach.
he's tiny. He's
And
tiny.
like, yo, he got a big old fucking dick, and I know that he plays with couples there.
Tiny
It's
one.
always the small guys. Skinny.
Yeah,
He's,
and they've been like,
he's like 5'6" at most.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
The
Will?
doll is not having a good day right now. It was our dog last time. Sniffing and barking and being mad.
No, he just has like a collapsed trachea, so he has trauma. But yeah,
So-
okay, sorry.
No, you're fine.
You're good.
What do you think? What do you think about people that make porn that's like that? Like what we're just talking about, like
Who only got into this for that?
not
I
because
think
that's who they were.
I think that you're coming into a very I mean, don't get me wrong. Survival sex work is definitely a thing, and
Yes.
like I
Yes.
respect those people. But
Yeah.
I feel like
100%.
you do have to be really mindful when you're going into this type of space. On social media, it's portrayed that it's like something very easy and something very obtainable for you to
Yeah.
like post feet pics and like don't worry about
Yeah.
it. You're gonna be so rich, like.
Yeah,
And that's not
That's
the
not
reality
it.
of
It's
it.
not that.
And I think that the wrong people could get influenced into getting into an industry that is not for everybody. Based on like just being misled.
Yeah.
Because someone else is like profiting off of marketing this idea that it's so easy to
They see the people like Miss B Nasty who's making millions. They see the you who have a shit ton of followers. And they really, really think that, all I
All it is post.
post these feet pictures and,
There's
just
so much
go.
more,
It
yeah.
is a job. It's a real job, and you really have to, you have to enjoy it. You have to enjoy what
You have to enjoy it.
It has
Yeah.
to be you.
Because you can work at a job that you don't enjoy.
Right.
You have to
But you-
enjoy it because the content that you create has to be natural and real as well. Like it can't just
Correct.
be.
Yeah. It
So,
shit
yeah.
can't be fake. It has to be real.
Yeah, I completely agree. I feel like this industry is already like mentally draining and physically draining enough that like to intentionally make it harder on yourself by being something that you're not.
Uh-huh.
Is incredibly hard. It's so
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
work to take on. It's
It
already
might
hard.
be cool at first, but
Yeah.
So it's a good thing. How much time are you putting into this? Because people think I work from home, all I got to do is do a couple
Oh,
things.
yeah.
How much time are you putting into this?
It depends. It depends. Am I having a lazy month? Am I having like a super productive month? I am now in a place where like I have more of a steady income, and so like I can have these months where like last month I took off. I didn't really try to make that
If it
much
happened,
money.
it
Yeah, like
happened.
I was not online, but like I still made enough to like cover, put into savings, like to take care of everything.
Yeah.
right.
On a slow month.
Yeah.
So like on the months that I hustle, like every single day I wake up and I like turn on the camera and I go
That's
live.
so what's a day for Dani? Dani wakes up what time? And a work day. Take us through a work day for Dani.
It depends. It depends. Like maybe like right now my sleep schedule is messed up. So right now I'm working mostly throughout the evening. So like I'm not starting my day until like 12:30, 1 because I didn't go to sleep till like
Yeah.
6:30 a.m. You know, so it fluctuates. Sometimes like I'm in a morning mood, and then it'll be like a few weeks at a time that like
yeah.
I'll wake up at 8:30 and like I'll start being productive, like get the dogs ready for the day, blah blah blah, and then like get to work. Whether that be editing, whether that be making content, like whether
So you
that
edit your own? You edit your own?
yeah.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, I do everything by myself. I don't have an assistant right now, and I have only really had one assistant for like Twitter stuff
Yeah.
at any point. So like everything is me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm busy. I'm busy all the time, and it's not like when you go into a job that you work from 9 to 5, and then the rest of the day you don't have to think about your job. Like
You're
that's
always thinking about it.
it's always my job to think about my job.
Yeah.
You know. So in that sense, it feels like I'm always working, even though I do have a lot of room for
You can stop whatever
doing
you
a
want.
lot of like
But
I
you
could be
just
working
won't do
from the dog
anything.
park. I could be working from
Yeah.
like
Right.
at a restaurant when I'm like having dinner and like doing my shit. But like I do always have to be like
In that mindset. Like,
right.
yeah.
Right. So yeah, it really just depends. I fluctuate. Like I don't really have a whole lot of structure. So it's just kind of like, oh, like right now, like in these few weeks, I'm traveling a lot. And so like, it's
Yeah.
just like this, like, oh, right now I came back. I don't want to do shit. I don't want to talk to anybody. I am
And
very
you
introverted.
can, because you can
So
just.
I'm like,
It's
hey, you know what?
yours,
For
yeah.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
don't fucking talk to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And then the
don't.
next 2 weeks, you're like, hey!
oh, hey, what's up? Like again, I have energy, and I think that what makes this job so special is that I can go through those ups and downs of like taking a month off, working my heart,
That's very
my
cool.
ass off, like at a time, and it's like cool.
Yeah,
Like,
it's cool.
Yeah, everybody has different goals, and like success looks different for everybody, and I feel like, sometimes I think like, oh shit, like I should be doing this and I should be doing that. But then I'm like, what does that lifestyle entail?
Right.
Like being that person, what does that like really mean? And I'm like, I don't want to be doing all that. Like I don't want to.
Just do you, live your life.
Yeah, and then I'm like, this is really fucking comfortable. Like I just get to do whatever. I get to spend a lot of time with my dogs. Like we go out to dog parks all the time. Like I'm just like, I just want to be on.
That's what it's all about. About you, what you want to do, how you want to live your life.
If I didn't know Sky, I wouldn't believe you when you say that you're introverted. But so is she.
1,000%.
And nobody believes it, but she doesn't want to talk to anybody. She is to herself. She's not comfortable in these big settings and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But for somebody like you, it would be hard for a fan to believe that you, of all people, are introverted.
And then that's another thing, like, people see that I post sex tapes, so they're like, oh, she's like, this is your life all the time. I shoot maybe like once every other month. Like, sometimes I go as long as 3 months without shooting. Like,
that's
I don't.
It's your life. It's
but like that, you see that aspect of my life, and so of course it's easy to associate that. Like,
it's just like TV.
She's out here doing this all the time, but like in reality,
it's
like
really just TV. Yeah.
That's not the case. I'm just like chilling and like.
So when you're like shooting with people, how do you, I guess, find the people you're shooting with? Or I guess we're kind of like in that though. Like it's just if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Do you know people?
Sometimes yes.
Yeah. Sometimes no.
Like I have seen myself like working with people before that like. Just like I just need male talent and you're here and like it's convenient. You know? Like it's not that deep.
Yeah.
And then there's like other times where I'm deliberately planning something and I'm like, you're cute, but I don't really care. And I'm just like, so I'm not feeling it. Something about the vibe is off.
I was gonna say, do you vibe? Because like my biggest thing is like I have to vibe with people. Like, and we talk about it all the time. Like we go out, we meet followers or fans or whatever. Like, and even if we're not down to play, but like I have to vibe with you if we decide to play. I can't just be like, oh yeah, we need content.
Oh yeah, just because
we aren't content creators, So I'm never gonna just fuck with you just to get some film, Like it's gonna feel like we're gonna feel something.
Yeah.
But
not like intimacy, but like something.
Right.
Like
I'm gonna genuinely want to fuck you right now.
But so you say that, and I like that because we were having this conversation with somebody else. It's like a menu. What we do is like a menu. Like how it is a source of income. It is your main source of income for you. So you're doing that. You're in that mindset for it. But for others who just choose to not do it, it can be however you want to do it. Just like you said, it has to be a vibe. So neither one is wrong. It's whatever you want to do with your menu. Whatever you want to do with your menu.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I just look at someone, I'm like, you're so fucking fine, I don't care what.
Yeah.
You don't need a following, you don't need a this, like, I just want to fuck you. I like the vibe you give me.
And sometimes, do you always film? Like,
if
or you're like, I gotta get this.
I'm gonna need money.
We play sometimes and don't always film.
I have very limited amount of like personal moments in my life anymore.
Okay, so you're sharing everything with your followers.
Pretty much. Like if it's because
at your level, you have to.
Yeah, I would say
you have to. Everything that you do with 500,000 people following you, they want to see everything, and you can't afford to miss out on what could have been a great opportunity.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, like sometimes in my personal life, like I'll want to record, but that person is not into recording. Right. Not everybody.
No.
Not everybody wants
like, and I have to respect that. So like. Last time I was fucking this dude, I'm like, damn, I wish there was like, I won't even share it, bro. Like, but that's
like,
I'll
blur you out.
It's like, okay, I won't sell it. Like for me, I want to be able to look back on this.
No,
and I'm like, oh, fuck. Like I can't have that from everybody, and like I have to respect that too. Like it is what it is.
We go to parties, and at parties you can't like at ours. We know that we can, and we'll let people know, hey, in this area,
we're gonna
over there you're good.
Yeah,
but if you come to this area, you know
that's smart.
That we're filming. But we go to somebody else's, we can't tell them, hey, I need you to designate an area for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
it sucks because that's really what we want to get is that party.
Because everybody loves it. the vanilla people want to see what a party's like.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
want that insight
Yes.
to see what it's truly
Yeah.
like. And I can understand because from on our end of being vanilla, after we had our first party, remember we had a party, our first party, we had like 50 to 60 people
Oh,
in our
yeah.
house.
It was popping.
We were sitting there, we
Our
were
first
like,
party was
oh my God.
Poppin'.
We're like, what is going on? It's
We
like,
looked at each other like-
is this what it is? Is this going to be like this every single time? 50 people in our house,
Yeah.
all
was
butt
crazy.
naked. Fuck it.
It was fucking crazy. But
Crazy.
now our parties are more like 20 at the most. Like we do more like intimate part. Not
Okay.
intimate, but like
Yeah.
we want to talk to everybody. We want to see everybody, make sure everybody's having a good time. Our
Right.
house isn't destroyed. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
because
I
I
have like a good oversight of like who's in
Yeah.
your space. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I vet everybody because I need to know that this dude is coming in. I know that he can vibe with you.
Yeah.
I know that he can vibe with you. Like
Right.
I have that
We
all-
try to get,
because
like, yeah.
everybody has to feel comfortable.
Right.
And sometimes with 50 people, you can't
You
feel
can't
comfortable.
do
You
that.
can't really, yeah.
You can't.
Especially when you're trying to have a good time yourself. Like, you
Yeah.
can't play babysitter and then
Exactly.
also.
That was the part. It was like,
And-
you're
and
like,
we just
okay,
end up hosting.
you go play first. I'll go play next.
Yeah.
Like-
And then, like, you
People
know.
would be tapping me on the shoulder like, hey, I mean, are you ready to play? I'm like, listen, the party just started at 9. It's 10:30. I'm still hosting. I
Yeah.
can't play.
Yeah.
So
But now we can
used to set
kind of
up a
like,
time.
we can kind of like play throughout the party and stuff
Yeah.
because we don't have to like watch
Yeah.
50, 60 people in our house, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's cool.
Yeah, and I'm sure that like as you do it too, you start like being able to narrow down and like see like who you're comfortable having
Yep.
in
Yeah.
your
Yep.
space.
And because of that, we have a couple people that we know who come every single time.
Yeah.
They're like
Yeah.
our right hand people who will watch the house for us
Yeah.
as well.
Right.
You know, make sure that you're okay, she's okay, but also all my shit's okay.
Yeah.
So that's the really, really cool part about
That's dope.
it. Yeah.
What is a AVN award?
AVN Awards?
Because I heard that, or I saw that you got one.
No, I got
No.
an XBiz.
Oh,
award.
sorry.
XBiz.
AVN
Okay,
is, you know, the one that they do in Vegas in January.
Okay.
What does
So-
it stand for?
Adult video.
Naked?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'll be honest.
Okay, tell us about the one you got.
Yeah, I won the XBiz award for BBW Social Media Starlet.
Let's go.
Whoop, whoop.
Yes, so that
That's
was cool.
Yeah.
I had never actually
Were you surprised?
tried
Yeah.
to. I never keep track of. Oh, this is like when this like thing is. So you have to like go ahead and like add, you know, tell your followers to like
Okay.
vote for you
That
here
was big.
because
So
you're
how
supposed
do
to
you
know
do
those
it?
dates to like tell them to like vote.
They
and-
just did that shit on their own.
And then like this time I
Yeah.
was like, you know what?
Oh.
I actually saw that it was coming, so I was like, let me
try
actually
it.
fucking try, you know? And so I did, and I got nominated, and then it was. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this. All right, so when it's probably completely irrelevant. Anyways, when I got asked by XBiz to like send in the video like of me doing whatever for them to like call my name like
Yeah.
with it or whatever. This was before like I knew I had won, but I missed the window, and I was like, oh fuck, like I missed the window. They're just gonna pull whatever because like that's what it says that they'll do. Otherwise, they'll like pull a post like with you. And
Oh,
a
that one
picture.
that you already have. Okay, that
Right.
that's fine. Okay.
And like 2 days later, they were like, "Hey, do me a favor, like go ahead and send me that video. Like we'll extend it for you." And I
You're
was
like, okay.
Shit.
I was like, okay.
All right.
And I was like, I wonder if this means
Yeah.
like they
They're
want,
like,
like
she
they're like,
won.
no,
Let's
yeah,
go for the
like,
opportunity to
exactly.
get-
So I was
put
like,
something-
okay. And then, you know, I ended up winning, so it was fucking dope. Yeah.
Yay, that's cool.
So is the XBiz, is that what was here like 3
Yeah,
weeks
that
ago?
was here May, like mid-May. I
Yeah.
think it was,
Yeah.
or early May. Mid-May.
So your award, was that based off of your private stuff, or did you do a professional shoot and they used that?
Oh no,
As like what was
no.
your
So the
ranking?
award was for like social media, like just start like me being on social media.
Oh,
so
okay,
It's funny,
okay.
I didn't even win an award for like sucking dick or something. like just like you're really good at Twitter. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah, that was. So it wasn't
Okay.
like a specific thing. It was just like,
yeah,
you're good at
So
social media.
speaking of XBiz, what was that?
you're
event
always
like?
on. That's why. That's why. Like you're just like,
Yeah.
What?
500.
Twitter's my like main source of networking.
Yeah.
My main source.
Do
of
you
network.
use anything else? Like,
I try sometimes. I should be so much better at this, but I'm not. Yeah, but Twitter is like my
It's-
main
it-
one. Sometimes I do Reels, sometimes I do TikToks, but like that's not something that I do on a consistent basis.
The IG thing is weird now. It's not like what it used to be. The
so
algorithm
hit or
is so
miss.
weird. And you know, it's
You can get like,
the dumbest videos will have 8 million
and
fucking
the ones
views
you
on
want
it.
to get all the fucking views.
There's
you
sometimes
get like,
that I'm like, I'm literally looking at this pussy lips, and
Yeah.
then I post cleavage, and they're like, no.
Yeah. We say that
yeah, what the fuck is
every
that?
night we
Nipples,
sit up
like,
in
all
the
this
bed
shit, and I'm like,
scrolling.
oh,
The
okay.
whole titties out. Whole
Yeah.
titties out.
But
Just
if I
showing.
have like a little slice of like meat out there, like, whoa. Like,
The-
You're like, no, it's my arm, like right here.
But you know what? I spoke to somebody, and they were somebody who was up in this, and they were saying that they know what they're doing, and they're picking certain people
Well-
who can do that, who can show the whole titty.
But like,
versus-
who are those people? Like, what gives those people?
I heard that like, okay, the other day I saw this for the first time, like Instagram security, and it's like fucking mafia. Like people literally protect your account, like they charge you, like for you to post crazy ass shit, and your shit not to get taken down. I have no
See?
more information about
See?
this, but I saw some shit like this. I was like, no more information.
I like how you
That's
preface
it.
that.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, that's what they're doing. Like that makes sense. But it's like costing like 6 figures to like do that
Yeah.
shit.
Fuck.
That's what it is, because it just makes no sense. I see, and I don't even want to see it. You know, I can see it on Twitter. I don't look up ass on IG. I don't.
Yeah, that shit just comes.
Yeah.
My For You page, all ass.
Yeah.
Whole titty is
Literally.
out. I'm saying the entire thing is out. And now this new thing with reflections, where so people will.
that?
The light behind the dress.
The-
I'm like, that is your entire
Oh,
like.
no. I mean, like, they will have the camera on the TV, but they're naked. The reflection of their body is on the TV, and it's on the whole screen. You see their whole naked body.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Whole naked body, but yet,
Missing that one.
just like you said, a little bit of cleavage,
Yeah.
and it's flagged. Bullshit.
Yeah.
I have no idea about that one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He's like my algorithm.
But
Being,
yeah,
Yeah,
my algorithm is
that's
messed
why.
up
Shit, now
because
it's like-
like I scroll in bed and I'm with her, like she's next to me, and I'm like, I know that she's like, why is there all ass? She's not going. She don't care,
Honestly.
but why is it all ass on your thing?
Yeah.
I am not clicking it.
You gotta click one in order to get them.
It was crazy. Probably the one with the
We
whole
haven't
titty.
seen that.
It was one with the whole titty because I had to tell you, like I'm showing you. That's why.
No, but sometimes I see stuff and I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I would post a fraction of that. And they'd be like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
No
Okay.
say.
You want to get into some questions?
Yeah.
do some-
All right. So following up with the 30 days, 30 questions, we got a question that we've asked. You're in on this, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Can swinging improve a couple's sex life? So
You're
Scott,
asking me?
all of us.
Wait, first I
Oh.
wanted to ask you:
Yeah.
do you consider
What is your
yours-
dynamic?
Yeah.
Are you a
What?
single?
Single bitch? Like, what do you mean? By my lonesome. Ugh.
Single bitch.
Okay. Yeah.
when
no.
you were with somebody-
Do you, wait, or alone, like unicorn? Like, do you do swinger?
I've never done a
lifestyle?
couple.
Okay.
I've never done.
Not necessarily a couple, but
But
just
like the lifestyle, the swinging lifestyle. Do you do like the parties or like?
No, I've
do
never
you-
been to. I've been to one party and I only fucked the guy that I went with.
Okay.
Like I don't know. It was again. I'm an introvert, and he didn't really do like a great job of like making me feel like included, and it was
Yeah.
weird
I
for me
think
because I'm
you
like,
told
these
me
are
this,
not
yeah.
my people. Like I don't really know
Yeah.
anyone here, and it was just like very overwhelming.
Yeah.
So that was my first and only experience at an actual party.
Swinging party. Okay.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had that dynamic with.
Yeah.
You just internet slut. It's all good.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So back to the question. What? Like you can answer it.
You go first, though. You go first.
Can swinging improve a couple's sex life? I believe so. The reasoning why is because I think it helps with communication, with trust, with boundaries, and I think those are key in relationships.
Extremely key.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you need all those for a relationship to succeed.
Yeah. What makes you a good swinger makes you a good husband and or wife. Because you're right. It's all
Yeah.
any argument that you pretty much have with your husband and or wife or boyfriend
Yeah.
is all based around communication. They're not trying to fuck you over. You're not trying to fuck
Right.
them over. But your perception of a particular idea or instance, which is why you made this decision. If you explain that and she explains that, then you're like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
But if you're able to have these open conversations about
And
having
that's what
sex
I'm saying.
with somebody,
You're able to have
then you can do that.
conversations
Yeah.
and regularly as well.
Yeah.
And then you kind of like, I feel like it's also too like a check-in type of thing. Like you can kind of check in like with your conversations.
Yeah.
Where in a relationship, not all, but like I can say from experience that you don't really talk much about. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I never really got into detail about like, oh, like my trust with you is this, you know, or
Like,
whatever.
We
I
talk
feel like
more in
yeah.
our relationship than we ever have in any relationship
Right.
ever.
Have you guys swung prior to your relationship together?
No.
Okay.
No.
Nope. We came into it together. And,
Okay.
and it wasn't an idea or like, let's try this.
Oh, so it wasn't like understood initially in the relationship.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, it was
wasn't.
just something that
It
kind of
just happened.
happened.
It just happened. So before Twitter, there was Tumblr.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And Tumblr was the shit. And I don't know how, but we had a Tumblr account, and that's how we were exposed to it.
Mm-hmm.
So for nearly a year, we looking at it. Every morning on my drive to work, I would send her GIFs that I would see. Like, we don't even use GIFs anymore in social media how we used to. It's full on videos.
Yeah.
But it used
I
to
used to get GIFs all the
it used to
time.
be GIFs. I would send 8 to 10 GIFs every morning.
Yeah.
And it would be a husband and two wives, 2 women, or a wife and 2 husbands, and the husband's watching it. And we were like, yo, is this, like, can you believe this shit? Like, this is kind of
And then
crazy.
Can you
Like-
believe it?
Yeah, yeah.
I can believe
That's
that.
crazy.
And then we were like, yo, we were like,
Yeah.
I think we should try this.
Yeah.
And that's how it happened for us. But all communication.
Right.
To the question, yes, it can help your sex life. It cannot save a marriage, though.
Oh no.
And a lot of people may, because like the wife may bring in, we're going to have a threesome. Like, it ain't going to save your marriage whatsoever.
I think it's bad when it comes to those terms. When
Yes.
you're using
It ain't good at all.
swinging as
Yeah.
trying to save your marriage,
Yeah.
it's not gonna go well.
No.
At all.
No.
Because
'Cause-
one person wants it and the other person, or you guys don't want it. You know what I'm saying? And
It's not like a mutual like.
Yeah, it's not mutual. You just know
And-
that, hey, if I give him
and it
some
might
extra
work
pussy,
for a minute, but
he
Yeah.
may stay. He-
yep.
he might
and then
stay.
she's gonna be pissed, or she might get into it more than he will. But I just don't think that will work.
And then if they aren't talking because they're not having the communication,
Yes.
he's taking this other woman who's playing with them, not just playing with them, like he's now communicating with her,
Yep.
and texting with her, without the wife involved.
Yeah.
And that's how their already rocky relationship turns into motherfucking rocky. It's just done at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, but it can help your sexual chemistry, your sexual life. We've opened up. We
Yeah.
get to say, yo, I like this. I don't like this. I want more of this.
Yeah,
Let's
so
try
let's do
this.
some
You know what I'm saying?
more.
It makes you open enough to be able to say that.
Makes you
So,
talk. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that one. All right.
I feel like ultimately, like, it makes sex better amongst each
And
other.
that too.
Because, like, I don't know, it's like a different understanding. And then it's like, oh, I could be the dirty, nasty bitch that I am.
That's what I'm saying.
Do all this shit and then come home and then I get to love on you. And there's nothing like you're fucking, like the person you love for real, fucking them
nothing.
after that.
Right.
It's
stop
nothing
there.
like it.
Because-
It's nothing like it.
That's typically what happens. Is
Yeah.
you go to these parties, or you guys go play with whoever,
And we
then
have
you-
fun. We
and
do.
then you come
Yeah.
back, and then you have sex with each other.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, oh my god, it's like a whole nother
Yeah.
level
Yeah.
of sex with your partner.
Yeah.
And I don't want people to think that swingers need to swing in order to survive, in order to enjoy each other, because we don't play that often.
Yeah,
like
we don't.
used to, but we don't play that often. And we have top tier 10 out of 10 sex every night, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like we're swingers and our sex is
And we have
it's
to-
Oh, yeah,
meh.
like, that's
Yeah,
what you
we
need
have
to,
to
like,
swing.
Yeah.
We gotta go
Right.
to a party. We gotta
Yeah.
swing. You know,
No,
it's
yeah.
It's not that. Our bond is already there.
Yeah.
That shit's just extra. It is awesome, but it's
Yeah.
just extra.
Honestly, I feel like that's how it's ideal because I've thought about it before and I've never been in a, like, official relationship where we're like, oh yeah, we're swinging. Like, it's always been like, we're friends with benefits.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
like, you know what I'm doing, and it's actually hot to you that you know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I could go fuck someone and come fuck you, and you're gonna like be like, oh, you nasty bitch,
You
I love that
nasty.
shit. Like, but like that in my ear, even that alone, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck. But like, it's never been my man. It's just someone that could appreciate like that I was just getting nutted and now I'm fucking that. You know, it's
never been my
beautiful. Like,
man,
this is my
but-
best friendship. Like, I love it here. But I've always been curious as to like how it would go if it was like my significant other,
Yeah.
you know? And I have no idea because it's always just been like, oh, we've been fuck buddies for like 3 years. We've been fuck buddies for 5 years. Like, we just be fucking, but
And listen,
like,
it's not for everybody. And even if
Yeah.
you are a content creator, that doesn't mean that
Yeah.
you're a swinger. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
You have to be able to feel comfortable with it, and you have to also enjoy it. It's not like I have to get to this place where I'm comfortable
Yeah.
with my husband doing this. No.
right.
Yeah,
No,
because that's
it's
not,
not
good.
that.
Yeah, you don't want to have to get to that place.
I need
Yeah.
to work my way up to that
It's
point. You
gotta
got to
just
be at
be
least
natural.
curious about it.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least curious. And
And then you can be like, hell no, or okay, like, we doing this.
Yeah.
Fuck that. So, all right, that was a good one. Next one, which is a regular one. Can your spouse have friends of the opposite sex, old or new?
I think
you
so.
Start this off.
I think so. I have friends that are like, you know, of the opposite sex, and I feel like it is possible to just have a platonic friendship. So if I
about
could
new,
do it, I can definitely see how it's capable for somebody else to do it. So yeah, I think that it's possible. I don't think that it's for everybody in the sense that like, I don't know, some people like really just are not trustworthy, and then you might not want to have that. But
Yeah.
that's like a
Yeah.
whole nother different
That's
dynamic,
a
a whole
whole-
other different
yeah.
story, you know. But like, if you have a decent person, like, you know, that's your partner, and like you trust them,
You should be able to let them be friends with.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
anybody.
I'm not gonna have sleepovers, but like,
Yeah.
Right.
if you were telling me that you have a coworker at work that's like, oh, you guys are cool, I'm not gonna be like, no, stop talking to that bitch. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't, and everybody has their own thing, but I don't ever understand like women that are like that. Like, oh, my husband can't have like girlfriends, or like, but like, why? Like,
To me,
you know,
it says
it's
a lot
like,
about like, what does that say about your
you-
husband that you can't
yeah.
have him around any women,
Right.
or it's like a threat?
I think it's different. I'm on the fence. For one, it's different for men and women.
You think?
The man wants to fuck you. I'm just going to be real with you.
I don't think
He's
that.
your friend. He's definitely your friend, and he cares for you, and he wants the best for you.
What about somebody that used to fuck
He
you and
want-
now is just your friend? Do you think that you could be that it's okay for your significant other to still be friends with them?
He's fucked
again,
everybody in the world,
again, that's-
and he's friends with them. Like his best friend comes and they go on weekend trips together to football games. Like, and he fucked her back in college. He's fucked
Yeah.
he's literally fucked everybody in the world. Like
In the world, babe?
No, literally, like he'll be like, oh yeah, you know, like we'll go somewhere to like a football game or something because we do a lot of college football games. He'll be like, I fucked her one. I'm like, I'm sure you did. You don't have to tell me that. Just tell me when you didn't fuck them because
Yeah.
you literally fucked everybody.
That's why I
And
say
he's
I'm.
friends with them. and
That's
it's
why I say
cool.
I'm on the fence because
Yeah.
it is
So
possible.
do you want to fuck your friend?
Hold on,
like that?
hold on. It's 100% possible, but when it comes to new friends,
Okay.
I wouldn't have any new female friends. If I have no new female friend, I'm trying to
Not
fuck
like
her.
that, yeah.
I'm trying to
I would
fuck
say
her.
like
And any new male friend, especially now with who you are, he's trying to fuck you, and he's waiting for the moment to get a chance to fuck you. He's but
I agree.
100%.
I agree.
100%. All
Yeah.
we want to do is
He might not be able to, but he might be thinking
agree.
about that shit.
Agree. But your
I'm
man
like, I
knows
feel
though.
like that's more of a threat than the guy that you fucked 10 years ago and is really your best friend
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, there's no way I would fuck that guy again. Like,
Right.
I promise you. But like,
Yeah.
I got mad love for him.
right, that's my homie.
And I feel like
In
that's
the
more
past-
of a homie than
in
the
the
guy that I
past,
just met that I'm like,
It's good. In the
I know-
past,
I know you-
already your friend, good. Like and for one, I wouldn't say you can't. I'm not gonna tell you can't, but I also know you. You don't like anybody. So
Yeah.
if you come and tell me you got a friend, I'm gonna be like, bitch, what? Hell no.
oh yeah?
Exactly.
I like some
No.
people. Is swinging more common around certain demographics or groups? I don't know the answer.
I think so only because growing up black, I never heard of swinging in my life, right? And And I think it also is because, we have this podcast because a lot of people asked us to do this because it's not common in our culture. It's not common in our culture. So, but we want to do it.
That people know of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That people know.
Because it might.
We want to do it. We want to do it, but we don't see that. We don't see people who look like us doing it.
Yeah.
And what you see on TV and pictures and stuff, you hardly ever see it. But it's out there. You just don't see it. So I would say it's more common only in as far as how it's being broadcast. Mm-hmm. Everybody does it. Every color does it.
Literally everybody.
Every color does it. It's just we're a little hidden with ours, I guess.
And we're trying to bring it more to light.
We're bringing this shit out. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I think that once people start seeing themselves in other people that are comfortable, then it makes it easy to identify, like, oh yeah, like I do that too. Like there's no shame in it because like if so and so does it, then like
what are we hiding it for?
Yeah, like it's not that weird after all,
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. When you see somebody else thinking like, oh shit, okay, I can come out and say that I want to.
Because I don't have to be like,
I want to do it. You're not worried about it, which is why we're here to be able to spread that word, big girl.
Yeah, it desensitizes people to the idea of it.
I'm happy that we get to help bring light to our cultures, doing this type of thing.
Yeah, not worried about it and shit. I like that.
So we do have a question from a follower that he's gonna read.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if I took a picture of it. I'm sorry. I was ill prepared. Oh no, I did take a picture of it.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, so somebody DM'd us, and she said, "Hey, so I recently came across you and your husband's podcast, and I had a question. Maybe you guys can talk about it in the podcast if you haven't already." So my boyfriend and I went to Trapeze, which is a club, a swinger club, and
We've never been.
And I just wasn't feeling the vibe. It was nice, definitely a good vibe, but I just couldn't get past having someone I'm not familiar with touching me. We've had multiple threesomes, fucked with other couples, but it's never been anyone I don't know or I'm not familiar with. Is there any advice you can give about this or your take? Do you have any reservations about fucking with people that you don't know?
I would say my advice is just do whatever makes you comfortable. Like we've stated, swinging doesn't define this or that, or it's whatever you make of the situation. I wouldn't get into a situation that I didn't feel comfortable with. If I don't want somebody touching,
it's not fun at that point.
Yeah, just go there, vibe. Just stick with your husband. Watch. There's other things that you can do to make yourself comfortable in that type of environment, and maybe later down the line it's something that you'll come back around to. Being in that environment more and more, you'll start to get comfortable. I think with me the same thing.
It's the menu thing that we spoke about.
Yeah,
it's yours. You do it however the hell you want to. So that means maybe you don't go to clubs, or you go to clubs with friends.
Yeah,
and then you know who it is, or you just stick to the small intimate parties where you know that I know this person, I've seen this person,
or
I've had conversations.
Create your own party. Invite the people that you want to play with.
I like that. You're right.
So there's so many other ways to go about swinging and playing with others.
I think ultimately listening to your own boundaries and if that's something that you're not comfortable with, then don't do it.
Don't do it.
That's the
because
best
it's
thing
gonna suck.
You do. Right.
When you do it and you're not comfortable with it.
To do it because you think that I should be doing this, or so and so thinks that I should be doing this, or I think I should be doing this.
Yeah.
Like, nah. If it doesn't
feel good
with you, don't do it.
And it's perfectly normal to not feel okay. Well, like somebody who literally has sex on camera doesn't feel comfortable at a swinger club.
Right.
That's okay.
Right.
So if you who are just a regular Joe Schmo like us who's not doing this, it's okay that this is not comfortable for you.
Yeah.
Do what makes you happy, do what makes you comfortable, and live your life.
And communicate with your partner.
Let him or her know that I want to do this, but I don't feel comfortable doing it at a club or at a club with people that I don't know. Mm-hmm. There you go. Communicate. Everything is communication.
Communication.
Yeah. And boundaries look different for everybody because, what might be okay for somebody is not okay for somebody else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're both equally valid.
Yeah.
So
100%.
All right, so we're going to jump into our game, which I left the cards at home, but I Googled 2 cards. So we play this game called Tonight's Conversation.
Okay.
It's the intimate version, right?
Yep.
There's different ones. So basically, like, you play it with your partner or whatever, and
It promotes communication and conversation with them.
right.
Okay.
So one of the cards that I pulled was, if we or you only had 3 minutes for a quickie, what position would you choose?
Easy, missionary.
Yeah.
Yes, easy.
Really?
I could come off missionary in no time.
Really?
Like,
What?
speedy.
like
Speedy.
1 minute?
Done. By myself, like, look, I can come in under a minute, like,
Yeah,
no
same.
problem, you know. But like,
No
if someone's fucking me and you're just like you're looking into my soul, that
Look into my soul.
look while you fuck me,
It's over.
done.
Done. Okay.
Because like, you know, yeah, doggy or whatever other position, like, it'll feel good, like, but for
I was
that
gonna say
moment that
doggy.
I hook on you and I'm looking at you and we have that, like, we're there.
Yeah.
3 minutes is
3 minutes is all you need. Okay. Babe.
Okay, I'm gonna go with doggy.
Really?
Yeah. Like a quickie, like I'm thinking
I
like,
need you to come though.
okay. I'm just,
You only come one way?
He's like, I know.
You only come one way?
yeah,
And what is it?
just laying there.
Missionary.
Just laying there.
Feeling
Letting
the weight of it,
Yeah.
like, I get to look at you in the eyes, like, everything, like, that's it. It's top tier.
Like,
I know
she-
it sounds boring, but, like,
No,
out of fucking
it's-
top, it's the best.
We're regular. People think that we're so much different.
Yeah, we don't
but
be in
we
the
are
bedroom
regular. Just
like-
that plain missionary will do it.
Yeah.
Because that's what she requires. Missionary. So I knew your answer only because I know you only come in one position.
I wasn't thinking about coming. I was just thinking about like a quickie. Like,
So
Oh, yeah,
I,
yeah.
I
Real
was,
quick, just
I
to-
was going to give you your props because most women would say, no, I need to come. She will, I know you need to get one.
yeah.
I don't care. I'm not worried about me.
Yeah.
But we get fucked up because I'm like, I'm not worried about me.
Yeah.
I'm worried about you. Like, I can go in the bathroom in 30 seconds and then handle this.
Well, same.
I'm worried about you. But, yeah,
I
she
can go to
will.
the bathroom in 30
like,
seconds.
like,
I do it at work all the time.
I need 45 seconds. That's it. Sometimes I'm still buffing through it, and I'm like, oh,
I'll be like, never mind.
yeah. Who comes off 15-second Twitter porn? Yeah, who does that?
Yeah.
Not me.
Listen, when I'm in the mood, man, it's like embarrassing how fast it can be.
Yeah.
Not.
I'd be
Like,
like,
Quick.
you're about to come.
Yeah.
Real fast.
Yeah, she
right
be
now.
knowing it. As soon as we start, she's like, oh, yeah, you
Oh
about
yeah,
to
this is it.
come. Yeah, you're about to come. But no, I give you your props for that because,
Thank you.
like, in the mornings, she's a sleepy. She's always sleepy. Like, even when she gets
Oh,
12
yeah.
hours of sleep, she's sleepy.
I'm like, just fuck me
At
before
all
you go
times.
to go to
She's
work.
like, just fuck me before you go to
Don't
work.
wake me up. Just
What?
fuck me.
Just roll me over, and fuck me. As quick as you want to do your thing. And you know, guys, you're like, oh, I don't have to like perform.
Like he literally just.
I don't have to put on a show. I don't have to work.
Right.
Or think about you. She will literally be asleep. She's moaning and everything. She's moving and stuff with me, but she's
But
still
my eyes
asleep.
don't open.
She's still asleep. Seconds.
That's the best way to wake up, bitch.
Seconds. And hand her the towel. I get dressed. I'm off to work.
I
She
knocked out.
would be like, did we have sex this morning? What, babe?
I heard.
Or sometimes I'll do it like in the middle of the night. I'd be like, did you fuck me last night? Because I think I woke up with cum.
So I have a problem, but I didn't know. I didn't have it my entire life.
I would say it's a problem because I would.
It is.
What's the
Sometimes-
problem?
Bitch, sometimes he'll like finger me or fuck me in our sleep, and then next morning I'll be like, oh babe, that was good, and he'll be like, what?
What you talking about?
I'm like, do not get into bed with anybody.
I had
Who else was here?
I have no
What do you
recollection of
mean?
any of it. I don't know
He's
any
like,
of
I
it.
fucked you.
She'll tell me like, you said this or you
Oh,
were
yeah.
doing this.
He'll have a
You
whole
grabbed me by my
story.
neck, and I was like, what are you talking about?
I'm like,
Nah.
I hope that could go bad, real bad.
I'm gonna add that to my new goal of things to look for. What the fuck? Because
It's
to me,
crazy.
like, there's nothing better than fucking and like, I'm like, I'm getting fucked right now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, this happened to me before. I'm like, could I date this guy? Like, because this shit is top tier. Could it work? I don't know. I mean, yes, it works.
Yep.
It's crazy. It didn't happen until her. And it was kind of cool at first, but then she was telling me at least twice a week. That I was like, okay, I'm a little nervous now because we
So
do
we're
have,
fucking.
yeah, it's been times where we've had a friend who stayed over and stuff, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to wake up to like, yo, last night, bro, like, you know, that's a problem. And me not know what the fuck happened.
Oh, so don't sleep over. No, I'm just kidding.
Or don't sleep in
That's
the bed.
crazy.
Don't sleep in the bed. She's never told me that I've
She said
gotten
we
out the
heard
bed
you.
to go do it, but at least
Heard
in the
what?
bed. Crazy.
Okay, the second question from the game is, what fruit would you say you taste like the
Fruit?
most?
Pussy does not taste like no goddamn fruit. Shut the fuck
What
up.
about, like, it doesn't have to be like that. I don't know what else it would be.
Okay, what would you associate yourself with? Okay,
A mango. I don't know, I just want a mango.
you know what mango? Isn't the mango what some movie they were showing a guy practicing eating pussy?
Really?
And he had a
I
piece
could
of
see
mango.
that.
He had a piece
I can
of
see that
mango.
with
I
and
can
he
see
was
that
using
too.
it. So then, yes, I would associate you with, I don't like mango, but eating it,
Eating it?
yeah. Fuck yeah. I don't know what fruit, a chocolate covered strawberry.
Oh, that's a good one.
There you go.
That's a really good one. That's really good.
I don't know where that came from.
Do you have a fruit?
She said,
No.
Do you have a fruit?
I don't know. I'm gonna just say my favorite fruit because
what was that?
passion fruit, like
Okay.
maracuyá for sure.
Listen, your eyes say passion to me.
Ooh.
No, like for real, when she opened the door, I was like, damn. I was like, I don't even want to look at her eyes right now. Like, the fuck?
She was like,
Yeah, but no, it's not like she's trying to.
No, I know, but it was just
it's like
like-
her eyes. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't really
okay, passion fruit.
beat my ass. Yeah, passion fruit.
Okay.
What nationality are you?
Yeah, what?
Venezuelan.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up here, but my family is Venezuelan.
I wouldn't have guessed.
You guys?
I wouldn't have guessed that.
I am black and Mexican.
Okay.
He black.
I'm black. You know.
He chocolate.
But yeah,
Okay.
You know Spanish?
I do not.
I know more Spanish than her. She don't know shit.
Yeah, he knows more than I
We
do.
go places and they look her up and down like, bitch, I know you know Spanish.
And then he'd be like, I'd be like, babe, how do you say?
I've got to translate.
Qué pena.
The hell?
Shame on you.
I know.
For real.
But my dad doesn't speak.
No, they don't.
My brother, he speaks fluent, reads, writes, but he learned in school.
Yeah.
Nobody taught anybody. My dad's one of 12, and half of them speak, half of them don't. Literally, they either speak at all or they
Yeah.
don't speak none at all.
That's one thing that I'm like grateful. It was very annoying growing up and like at home being like
Spoken to,
only
yeah.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh my god, everything always sounds so bad in Spanish. Like you can't just say like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. My friends sounds so normal. In English, if it's like I'm gonna go hang out with my amigas, it has to be all girls. The second there's one boy, even if you have 10 girls and one guy,
Yep.
it's amigos, which could be all boys.
Oh,
Yep.
so they're
my
like,
God.
no, you're
No,
not.
yeah, so it always sounded like it was so
Mama
much
knew
more
what you were gonna
vulgar,
be.
more, yeah, like,
She already knew what you were going to be when you
oh
grew
my
up.
god.
Mama already
My
knew.
mom's not surprised.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
good.
yeah.
You're
That's
who
real.
you are.
Yes, you know, and then she tries to be okay with it. I feel like she struggles with it, you know, because like sometimes she's just like, oh, whatever, you know, and then
Yeah.
other times she's like, so when are you gonna get like a real job? And I'm like, bitch, these
This
sizes
is
are
real.
super real, okay? Like,
For real.
trust me, it is a real.
Yeah,
like,
it's real.
It's. I've been doing this for over 3 years, and it's still the same check. Like, I
Yeah.
promise you, it's real. It's
Yeah.
what I do, you know.
I like it.
But yeah, she's just like,
All right,
sounds like
so we got, you're going to be perfect for this, right? So we have this session that we always do. It's called, You Know Who You Are. Okay?
This is my
So-
favorite. This is my favorite.
Yeah, this is good, especially when we have somebody. So
okay.
you need to tell us a story about some crazy shit.
With somebody, not using any names,
Of course.
but they might know who they are if they were to ever see this.
Well, you know who you are when you tell the story. Let the people know something that has happened in your 3 years of
Crazy.
this, whether it was your OF, whether you met somebody, or just in your personal world, or on a
It could be
shoot,
like a good thing.
professional
I'm
shoot.
thinking of this super slutty moment that was
Okay.
very
Come
off
on.
camera.
Come on.
Camera.
Okay, this was like right when I had started sex work, but like it wasn't even about that. Like I was just hanging out with this guy that I used to fuck, and
That I used to.
it was cool because like I went over and then his friends were there, and like, you know, they were just like, it wasn't even about us. Like we were just like all there.
Okay.
But then they started playing cards, and you know they'd be like, "Oh, come here," and then I would sit on their lap.
Were
and
you
they
the
would
only
just
girl
tip me,
there?
like $200, you know, and like, oh, they'd be like, "Oh, come here, bro. I just want to see. I just want to give you money. Come
Okay.
here. I just want to give you money." I'm
Okay.
like, I'm the only girl here.
That's what
I
they
want to make some money, like.
Let's go.
But it really was like I was just with that guy, and like had like because he was cool with it, then it was like cool, you know. But like, I made so much money off of just like, and it wasn't even about the money. It was like just fun, and they were just like, here.
What did you do?
I was definitely fucking some people's husbands, like a lot of people's husbands.
Oh, all in the right.
There were definitely, I think with like the exception of one, which like I didn't fuck. He's like, I'll pay you whatever, and I'm like, you could not. Like, I'm fucking you, like,
that's what
free.
I
It's
fuck
not about the
everybody.
money.
That's where I draw the line.
Yeah, exactly.
For real?
Yeah. So one guy like paid to eat me out. The other one begged me to. Then he got nowhere. I was fucking the guy that I went with. I was fucking some other guys. I was just tweeting about this story the other day that I was like looking for a video, and I was like, that was that fucking day. Like I was sucking the dick of the guy that I was
So this
with.
is on video?
No, it's
Well, some of it. Like,
Oh.
I was like sucking
We got
this
time.
guy's dick, like, you know, just us on the balcony, and then his friend comes out with a big, somehow, this guy already had a big dick. And somehow it was like a bigger dick than his. And I said, oh Lord.
Sounded bigger.
He said, do you want to? And then I looked at the guy that I was
You're like-
with, I'm like, oh, of course. So yeah, then I was
Of course.
sucking to dicks like, of course. What a treat. I was like, for me? Oh my God.
Yes.
that's funny.
Yeah. So, I
knew you'd
fucked
be
them,
good
and then
at
I fucked two of the other friends with. It was cool. It's just good
That's
vibes.
cool.
this. I
Just
knew
a
you'd
night
be
of playing
great.
cards.
Great at this. I knew it.
That,
Yeah, so that's me, like, off camera for, like, fun, you know?
Uh-huh.
So, like,
so this is
like,
the
this
real.
is...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, like, based on a true story, you know? Yeah, that was fun.
That's cool. Do we have one for this segment?
Yeah, no, that's enough.
That's enough.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting to ask that question.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
What you got for us, babe?
I was gonna jump into meme time, but I don't seem to have a good one.
You don't have any?
Nah, cause they're kind of questions. I feel like we had a lot of questions
It's all
going on
good.
tonight.
Yeah, we had a lot of questions, and I would love to have that story be the last part of it.
Oh.
That's fucking.
Leave that on everybody's.
Yes, because I want them all to be thinking. Because I'm gonna see the video, guys.
The other day,
I'm
someone
gonna
on
just let you
OnlyFans
know.
was like, "Oh, you don't have to lie." Like, obviously, because like sometimes I'll tag people, but like, I have to put a tag,
Yeah, you do now. Nowadays,
right?
you gotta put a tag.
You have to put a tag.
Yeah.
Tag
So
us.
they're like, "Oh,
Tag
it's not real because of the tag," and I'm like,
Nah.
"No, it's real, baby. That tag is how I have this video on here. It's real."
I do want to ask you before we end it. You started to tell us something, and I told you stop talking because we weren't filming yet. Our podcast helped you the other day. You were starting to say.
Oh yeah, like realize that like because my ideal relationship, like I was telling you guys, is like I do have like an open kind of dynamic with my significant other, but I feel like every time I'm single, and so like sometimes when you date, like it's like expected, like are you this person, or are you this, like are you single, are you all this shit, and I'm
Okay.
like I would prefer establishing this like sense of trust and like all of this like before we open up the relationship, because like I am open to having fun
would highly
and being
suggest that.
open, but I don't feel like it's authentic if it's
If
just
it's,
right
like,
off the bat.
that,
Because
yep.
like, is it really based on our relationship and us exploring together, or is it just you wanting to have a threesome with some other girl?
Like, you know, this is what I'm going to do for you all the time. So this is what
right.
I'm
Like,
for,
is
yeah.
it just? Is it a relationship built on something else other than like our actual connection? And I feel like it just made me realize like, oh, like you can start off with not being
Being
that
in there,
person
yeah.
that you're like, oh yeah, like because
100%.
people think I'm absolutely insane. I'm like, when I date, like you have to be monogamous to me, and I
Yeah.
know I'm gonna be doing. You
Just
know
because
what I'm
yeah.
gonna be doing, but like that's not how that works.
It's your
like,
menu.
and then at the same time, like it doesn't. go to say, like, if you're a creator, like, you can't do it. But, like, if you're not a creator, you don't get to do creator things. That's not your life.
You're getting creator
like,
money.
Right. Nah, baby. Like, that's not how that works.
You got to check.
If it's not your job, like, you can't act like it's your job.
Right.
And then,
Just
like,
because it's my
Because
job.
it's my job.
Right.
But,
You know,
but
like.
at least you're open enough to say, if it's your job, it's cool.
Yeah. I always tell people,
but
like,
not
off bat.
recreationally. You're not gonna fuck around with recreation.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like, people. I was talking to my ex, and I was like, I'm celibate. Like, I really don't. And he's like, bitch, you know what that means?
You're like, yeah.
I'm like,
I'm
no,
just
but
going to
for
work.
real, like, I'm just going to work.
I'm just going to work.
Just a girl going to work. But in my personal life, like, I don't date. I haven't dated in a while. Like, I just don't have a personal life right now. So if I'm fucking, it's on camera.
Yeah.
Like 9 out of 10 times.
I like it. Yeah.
You want to?
Do you have any shout outs to let your people who's been helping you, who's got your back, whatever it is? Your sponsors, people who work with you, companies that work with you?
No. You know what? If I like to thank anyone, it's my motherfucking self.
Let's go.
Let's
motherfucking
like, I got me here. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
I have never really had an assistant. Like, I do this shit, like, by my fucking self. So, like, aside from the network of people that I have met that, like, definitely have helped to, like, you know, you meet, like, other people on this, but, like, my job is pretty much like a
It's
solo person,
That's
you
what's
know?
up.
Well, thank your goddamn self
Yeah. Shout out to motherfucking me.
That's
I
right.
couldn't do this shit without me.
then. That's right. That's right. Listen,
Yeah.
let the people know where they can find you.
Dani Valentina XO on OnlyFans.
There you go.
I will be expanding my platforms very soon, but right now that is my free page. It's the easiest to see me. Get all my pay-per-view options on there, and yeah, definitely.
We follow her too. It is
Oh,
hot.
and my Twitter is dValentina XO. So
There we go.
You guys give her
Yes.
a follow. Let her know that we sent you. Let her know that you saw her on the pod. Hey,
yes,
we want to thank you.
yes, thank
for
you
letting
guys.
us come to your crib.
We appreciate
For
you.
taking the time out of your busy day, for your job. All that shit. We appreciate that. Babe, you got anything for everybody?
No, thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Listen, and that is another episode of our
Life.
Style Podcast.
Hey.
Good shit, baby. Love y'all.
Love you
We'll
guys.
see y'all in the next one. Thank you, Danny. Good shit.
Shit.
Hey.
We did it, you guys.
Hey. I want some more chips.
Yeah, me too, but I want tacos and more.